Hello everyone and welcome to another reading. Today, as you might have seen from the title, we're going to focus on you entering your villain era. What does that mean for you? What's going to happen? How things will unfold for you in this time of your life. Okay, hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Okay, in order to help you choose, I have prepared here three options, three cards. Group number 1 will get this Judgment card. Group number 2 will get the Death card. And group number 3 will get the Tower card. Okay, in case you want to choose by numbers, number 20, group number 1, number 13, group number 2, and number 16, group number 3. Okay, please take your time in making your choice. I guess this time you can choose more than one group if you are being called to. I will put the timestamps in the description box as always, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, group number 1. If you chose the Judgment card with number 20, this is going to be your reading. Let's see group number 1. How are you entering your villain era? What's gonna cause this? How things are going to unfold for you during this time of your life? Let's see what we get. We have 6 of Pentacles. We have 3 of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have 8 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, okay, King of Pentacles, the Hermit, 4 of Cups. Okay, so the first thought I got in my mind when I laid down the first cards was thick as thieves. So this could be about a person that you were once very close to. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic interest, although for some of you it can be. But it is most definitely somebody that you are very, very close to, somebody that you trusted a lot, somebody that you cared for. And I feel like there was some sort of an issue with this person. For some of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could also be like a company, for example. Okay, so you were part of a team and you were getting along really well. So you're part of a company, maybe at your workplace, or maybe you did volunteer work, or for some of you it could be like church work, or you know, community that you are very close to, and everyone was getting along really well. And it kind of feels like there's a lot of Pentacles energy here. So it could be related to finances. It could be related to some material assets, because somebody might have been taking advantage of you, might have been profiting. Somebody might have, you know, might owe you money, or they might owe you favors, or you have done a lot of favors for this person, or this I don't know, other part that we're talking about. I feel like the way you will, you know, this will trigger you to enter in your villain era, in a sense that you will turn your back to this, okay, and yeah, you will give them the cold shoulder. You become very distant from this person. And from what I'm seeing here, yeah, this could be very much about money. So maybe you might have been helping somebody with money, and now you're going to hold that back from them, and you're going to let it be known that the only reason they were able to sort of take advantage of you or profit from your goodwill was because you cared about them, you believed in them, you held certain feelings, you had a certain affection towards them. And now that they failed you, and we're going to get some cards to see what happened there exactly. You turned your back to them. And I'm seeing that you won't turn stone cold, okay? It's not like you're going to become somebody who's cynical and never trust anyone again. But you will give them the cold shoulder, and obviously that's not going to be good for them. And I see that somebody's going to come back here with apologies. Okay, this other part. They're going to come back with apologies. They're going to come back with a peace offer. They're going to try to message you to sort things out. Some of them might try to minimize the damage they've done, invalidate the damage they've done. And I feel like you will have none of it. So I feel like you will reach, or you have reached your breaking point in this situation. And you will focus on your well-being and on working for yourself, doing things for yourself. I feel like I feel like a lot of you had no problem with sharing your blessings with other people, especially if those people were close to you, were very dear people to you. Okay, like you always chose to believe in these people, even if they were not doing as well, even if they couldn't keep up with you. You always try to help them and, share your joys and your blessing with these people. And it kind of feels like some people might have become very entitled to your help and to the things that you are offering them. And yeah, you are going to become the villain in their eyes once you cut off that help. Because yes, you clearly, even if you don't have that much financially going on, you most definitely have a lot more going on than this person. Or this person or entity or, I don't know, corporation, whatever, community was benefiting a lot from you being there by their side. Okay, they had certain advantages because of you. And now that you're going to hold back that help and be more focused on yourself, I feel like, yeah, of course, they're not happy about it. And you're going to turn to become the villain in their eyes. Not only that, but I feel like some of you might have been holding back from showing exactly how well you're doing. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be about material stuff, how well you're doing could be referring to how happy you are. Maybe you have a happy family. Maybe you have a happy home. Maybe, you have good things going on for you, or you choose to focus on good things, okay? And maybe you chose not to share that happiness, to talk about it, so you won't make other people feel bad about it. Okay, you never bragged about your maybe even accomplishments. You never bragged about those because you didn't want to make certain people feel bad. And I feel like now that you see these people, and I feel like these people are always like beggars, playing the victim card to take advantage of other people. And some of you might have realized their game. And now you're like, I am now no longer going to hide who I am. I am no longer going to hide my accomplishments. I am no longer going to hide my life, my good life. I am happy. I have a good family. I have a good financial situation. I have a beautiful home. I am happy and fulfilled in my life. And I'm not going to pretend that I am not, just so I will make other people feel better about themselves. Let's see more about this Six of Pentacles, okay? We have Ace of Cups. And we have Six of Swords. And we have Knight of Wands. Ooh, some of these people that you're interacting with might have resorted to emotional blackmail. Like they might have threatened you to leave, okay, whenever things did not go their way. Whenever you did not do the way they wanted you to do, they always threatened with leaving. Now, for some of you, this could be about an emotional romantic connection. And I feel like that was a sort of a emotional manipulation. That's how they got to you. They made you feel bad, and you know they were dismissing you. We have Two of Pentacles. And Temperance. Yeah, so it's almost like they were keeping you yeah, because we had the Six of Pentacles and now the Two of Pentacles and now the Temperance card. They were always keeping you on a back burner, you know, like as a backup plan. Some of them you might have found out that they don't even appreciate you that much. They don't even value your help that much. Like you might have seen this person as your best friend, for example, or as the love of your life, and they just saw you as a friend, you know, or just a temporary romantic partner. Okay, like you thought you had something special going on, just to find out that they don't actually value the connection that the two of you have as much as you value that connection. Okay, let's see some advice from Spirit. One oracle card. We have Sacrifice, number 46, which sums up to a 9. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self. Embracing it all is embracing truth. Yes, I feel like you are finally ready to acknowledge the truth. Also, number 9 is the finishing of a cycle. Okay, some of you might have like a life path number 9, and yeah, it's all about finishing cycles. So this is like a cycle that's going to end. This might have been an ongoing situation. It's like back and forth, a lot of back and forth. Like I said, this person, this other part was playing with your feelings, you know, playing with your mind, playing mind games with you. And I feel like you're finally able to embrace the truth. You will embrace the truth that it was not worth investing in this person, and it's not worth wasting your time any longer in this person. And, you know, it's like you see, you know, there's a lot of sort of bleeding going on here. Like you are prepared to let that go, okay? Bleed it out, release that from your system. No matter how painful it is, because you know it's necessary. Okay, so that's, you know, that's how your villain era is going to manifest here. You're going to break an old cycle that you might have been caught in, and basically, you know, come face to face with you know, this harsh truth, and then act accordingly from that moment on. Okay, so group number one, I will leave it at this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hi, group number 2, you chose the Death card. This is going to be your reading. Let's see. You are entering your villain era. Okay, how is that going to manifest for you? What's going to happen to take you to that point? Let's see. We have 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, the Devil, 6 of Cups, Page of Cups, 2 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, the High Priest or the Hierophant. Okay, so you've had a very hard time releasing something with number 2. A very difficult time releasing something. Now, whatever this is, it could mean a lot of things for a lot of people. This something or someone, take it as it resonates, felt like home for you. Even if it wasn't the best thing for you. I feel like you were caught up in some sort of an illusion, or you were trying to romanticize a certain situation or a connection with a certain person or a certain group of people. There might be a little bit of a codependency or addiction here, some sort of a trauma bonding. It depends for everyone. And like I said, it's not the best thing for you. You acknowledge that. It's the cause for a lot of suffering, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety. But it still feels familiar to you, and it always felt familiar to you, and you just have a very hard time letting go of it. And because you have a hard time letting go of it, you are romanticizing this entire thing. Like you're daydreaming, or maybe you're coping with the situation by daydreaming, okay? It's a way of escaping your current reality. Now, what is this current reality of yours? It could be about an emotional connection, or it could be about a situation where you are receiving breadcrumbs, where you don't feel valued, where you could be the second option, or you're always made to feel like the second best, like you are not a priority. And that leaves you feeling bad. Obviously, it's affecting your self-esteem, it's affecting your self-worth. It's maybe for some of you, that's the lack of self-esteem and self-worth that has been ingrained in your head because of this situation is what is keeping you in this situation. And you realize that this is not fair. You realize that this is not fair. And I feel like how you will enter your villain era is that you're going to put your foot down. Now, some of you, how that's going to happen can be different for, everyone watching. Some of you might actually realize, hold on, I am not getting as much as I would like from this situation. Maybe you will find out that there's something else involved. So maybe it doesn't have to resonate for everyone. I'm just giving out some random examples. Maybe if you are in a connection and maybe it's a situationship, but you feel like things are going towards something more serious. You will find out that you actually, like the person that you are seeing was actually seeing other people, entertaining other people, or putting other people before you. Now, this could be in a marriage, for example. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third party or romantic third party. Like you could be in a marriage and you realize that your spouse is actually prioritizing everyone else before you. Okay, like they're helping neighbors, they're helping friends, but they're not doing anything around the house, like helping you around the house. You know what I mean? So this is just a random example. It doesn't have to resonate. But you realize that somebody here, okay, is making somebody else or something else a priority, and they're just keeping you, somewhere in the back, always having to deal with things by yourself. Now, others of you might actually get some space. So there could be, like, you could go traveling somewhere, or this other person could travel somewhere. You could take a vacation, like if it's a job, for example, you could take a vacation from work, and there will be some distance, and this distance will give you a different perspective on things. Something will happen during that distance. Maybe you'll have time to clear your mind, but you will realize that you want more, that you want stability, that you want commitment. Okay, you want security here, and that's what you've always wanted, and you are not getting it here. Okay, so that's when the whole realization, when the whole thought process could ignite. Let's see this Two of Swords. We have Ace of Swords. And we have the High Priestess. And I feel like deep down, you've always known that this is the right decision for you. So you will go from a stage of, being indecisive, and holding off from making radical decisions, which you believe to be rushed decisions, you will go from that to making a clear, very certain decision. Because I feel like, a lot of you had this brewing inside your mind for a very, very long time. Even if you were trying to romanticize this situation, deep down, you still knew the truth of this. But maybe you just did not want to let go of this whatever situation that seemed familiar to you, not comfortable, familiar to you. And you felt good for a while with that familiar feeling. So, I'm sorry. So there will be cutting ties with something or somebody who does not give you as much as you want. And you will also demand more. Now let's see about this demanding. Yeah, it's going to be an ultimatum. Okay? You will turn back to this person, this group, this whatever that is. You will turn back to this like, I want this, or I'm ready to walk away. You will no longer settle for less than what you want. You will put, like I said, you will put your foot down about this, and you're going to be very, very serious about this. I mean, have the Hermit. For some of you, now this is very specific, so it doesn't have to resonate for everyone. Some of you might be entitled to certain rights. Okay, and you might have, or you might get the right documents in order to pursue this. Some of you might have receipts on something. You do have, most definitely have some sort of proof, okay, to come forward and face these people, this other part, with the unfairness. Okay, the fact that they were unfair towards you, that they were keeping you on standby. You will confront somebody here. And you will confront them, like I said, with receipts, with maybe texts, maybe documents, maybe pictures, okay, maybe screenshots. And you will put them in a very uncomfortable position, because you will stand up for yourself and you will no longer be afraid to reveal the truth to them. Like, look, this, maybe you've already had that, but you are afraid of confrontation. You won't be afraid of that any longer. We have Queen of Cups. And the Page of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. There might be a little bit of drama involved here, okay, with you standing up for yourself and confronting somebody, or somebody, or whatever this is. If this is a person or a whatever community or organization, whatever that is, people are going to pretend that they were backstabbed, or they will feel like it came out of nowhere, because I feel like nobody actually believed that you would be capable of doing that. That you would actually find your voice and stand up for yourself. And they're gonna play the betrayal card. And I don't feel like you should allow yourself to, Ace of Cups, a very emotional reaction. You'll get a very emotional reaction from the people that you will confront. Like I said, for a lot of you, this has a very strong romantic element, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like that for everyone, so you can translate it to your situation. But now these people, this other part, will feel like they're on very shaky grounds. There's a fear of being threatened, like you're holding something above their head. Let's see this Queen of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. And Magician. And some people, you know, some of them might still try to delay this whole thing. Like they try to feed you some empty promises. But I don't feel like you're going to fall for it. You know, they're going to get some very, very desperate reactions from this other part. Like they will do their best not to lose whatever, you know, whatever you mean to this other part. They don't want to lose you, and they're afraid of what you can do. Maybe you know so much about them that you have a lot of power. You hold a lot of power. Okay, so let's see what the advice from Spirit is. We have Wildcat with number 44, which sums up to 8. Be still and tune in, for there is something afoot lurking alongside you. And Vision with number 43, which sums up to a 7. To find enlightenment, seek nowhere, for it lives within you. Ooh. So you are being advised to trust your intuition, to trust your gut here, group number 2. Because yes, you will stand up for yourself. Yes, you will come forth with receipts, you will come forth with documents, you will come forth with proof that you have been wronged, that you have been treated unfairly. However, whoever this other part is represented by, they will not only try to play the emotional card, okay, they will try to lead you on because they're afraid of something that you might have on them, but they might also resort to convincing other people around them, and especially around you, sort of like flying monkeys in a sense. You know, they might try to distort your image, not necessarily like ruin your reputation, but ruin your reputation. But they might try to distort your image of the reality of what really happened. And you are being advised to trust your inner knowledge. Okay, trust, and not just your inner knowledge, okay, also the outside evidence that you are presenting here. Right? Okay, so group number 2, I will leave it at this. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, group number 3, you chose the Tower card. Let's find out. You are entering your villain era, okay? How's that going to happen? How's that going to work out for you? Let's see what the cards have for you. We have 10 of Cups, King of Cups, King of Wands, the Sun, 5 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords, the Hermit, the Devil, 8 of Cups. So honestly, the overall energy for all the 3 groups was very similar. Okay, it's like basically leaving things behind, cutting people off. It was very, very similar. Okay, it also was about standing up for yourself as well, but like removing yourself from situations that are no longer good for you or have never been good for you. Now, in your case, group number 3, it's also about that. It's also about walking away from something. And I feel like, you know, you've been greatly underestimated. Now, this situation could be about a family matter, right? It could be about a masculine presence. somebody who has a huge ego, somebody who is incredibly charismatic, somebody who could be a very well-established member of a community. They could be well seen in a community or in the society. They have a lot of accomplishments. They seem like the perfect catch. They seem like the perfect human being, okay? Somebody who's like, you know, like the sun, okay? Somebody who's greater than life here. And I feel like, you know, they could be your partner, romantic partner, or they could be like a family member, or you know, you were most definitely under this person's influence, okay, under this person's spell. But unfortunately, you saw, being so close to this person, what the rest of the world could not see. The fact that this is just an image, a well-polished image, and just an image, just a facade. Because deep down, once you spend more time with this person, around this person, you realize that they are shallow, they are hollow, and they are leaving you with nothing. So you always felt lost. They just left you out like you didn't matter. And if some of you might feel like you always lived in the shadow of this person. And nobody but you knew the truth about this certain person. But I'm seeing here that the way you are entering your villain era is that you will stand up. You will stand up. And let's get more about this Queen of Wands card. You could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to resonate for everyone. So you might have placements of these three signs in your chart. We have the High Priestess. There's like this inner fire within you, group number 3. That's just waiting to burst. Just like really like burning on low, and has been burning on the low for a very, very long time. And there has always been this inner strength within you that you were always afraid to show. Maybe this person, let's call it a person, could be anything, okay? They saw that light, okay? They saw that potential, and they wanted to dim that light. They kept hitting at your self-esteem to make you feel powerless. So you won't tap into this, you know, inner strength that you possess. Let's see this Three of Swords. Ooh, Four of Swords. The thing is, you have the ability to harm this person up here. Okay? Not just, you know, like cause a lot of heartbreak. Cause a lot of emotional damage. For some of you, you have the power to ruin their reputation. Maybe if you are in a relationship with a person like this, you have the ability, by walking away, standing up for yourself and walking away, you have the ability to ruin their image. And I feel like some of you might have proof against this person. And what I'm getting also is that some of you have such a great image to the outside world. No matter how much they try to keep you in the shadow, you still maintain this good image, you know, like the image of somebody who has a very good reputation, whose reputation is basically untouchable. And this person is actually afraid that people would believe you. Even if you didn't have proof, if you would stand up for yourself and just speak up, people would actually believe you without needing any proof, because you are still seen in a positive light by everyone around you. And Let's see this devil. Ooh, the moon. And the chariot. And you will, you will tarnish this person's reputation. You will go ahead and tarnish this person's reputation. I'm not sure if you'll necessarily like be very vocal about it, but something will give the whole situation away. Or you will do it in a sneaky way. I don't know. You'll find sneaky ways to deal with this person. Maybe because they have been acting in a very sneaky way and you believe like a full-on confrontation was not the best idea. Maybe they have a lot of power, a lot of influence, okay? So you resorted to sneaky ways, or you will resort to sneakier ways. Like, you know, beat them at their own game. But you will most definitely do it. So you will stand up for yourself, but not like an actual confrontation, like a direct confrontation. Okay? It will be in a very subtle way. But the magician. Okay? This is most definitely some sort of a revenge. Okay? Some of you might manifest karma on this person. You might trigger their karma. Okay, you might trigger something like a chain of events that would lead to their karma. But it will be the fall of somebody who is great in everyone's eyes. You will cause the fall of that person, or, you know, maybe a community, maybe an idea, I don't know, you know, take it as it resonates. Ace of Cups. Yes, again, it's the King of Pentacles. And Seven of Wands. I'm sorry, Seven of Wands. Some of you might have to manipulate this situation in order to gain your some benefits, okay? But they're not like undeserved benefits, okay? To get back something that's yours, or to receive something that was yours all along, okay? All this time. Maybe this person was very resistant in offering you that. Okay, so maybe like they will portray themselves to be all successful and have a very good financial situation, for example, but they were very cheap with, you know, giving you money. Maybe it was like an employer and they were not paying you fairly. So it can depend for everyone. But you will get back what's right, because they will be forced to do that. Ooh. We have Five of Swords. Yes, and I feel like, you know, it's going to be in a sneaky way. You're going to be a sneaky villain. Group number 3, right? Like, I can play this game. That's how you're going to approach this person. Let's see what the advice is from Spirit. We have Morning Dew, number 26, which, ooh, the glare, sums up to an 8. What stillness does the silence of one's steadiness bring? Huh. And Chant, number 4. Oh, hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. And Honey, I'm getting more like number 18, which sums up to a 9. The sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pool, oh so beautifully lethal. Oh, so beautifully lethal. Wow. Yeah, this is about... So the advice from Spirit is basically be patient. Okay, be patient. Whatever plan you have on your mind, be patient, because everything is unfolding according to plan. Now, some of you, this is very specific, might have done some spell work in order to expose this person or get something from this person that you feel you are entitled to. It's your right to receive. okay? Or you might have done some sort of prayers in order to do that. You might have tried to manifest this something. And you can't, like I said, you can't confront this person directly. Or it could be even be like a community organization, whatever. You can't confront them directly. Even if you have a good reputation, you might not have the authority to do that, the power to do that, or the finances to do that. But you can hit this person, let's call it a person, in a very indirect way. And some of you with this high priestess, even through sending some karma towards them, like demanding, asking, doing some spell work or some prayers in order for them to receive their karma and for you to receive what is rightfully yours. But I feel like it's going to take a little bit of time to work, and you just have to trust the process. And you won't feel bad about it. I can see that for a fact. You won't feel bad about it. You won't regret doing this. Because this is your right and they have done you wrong, okay? And you will stand up for yourself the way you can, okay? And you, in this situation, group number 3 goes a little bit on the esoteric side because you have a lot of help from the other realm, okay? And, you know, you might have to use your manifesting abilities, but they will work. It will just take a little bit of time. Okay, it's coming. So, yeah, group number 3. I'll leave it at this. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.